Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Ami and I will be helping you to pass the Nclex. I recently posted a video on how to pass an Nclex. If you haven't already, please check out this video. I gave a detailed overview on how to prepare for the Nclex, including materials and how to use it. So check out the video. The link will be in the description box below. And you guys sent me so much positive feedback, so much questions, and I'm just so happy that I'm able to help. So I decided to make a part 2 to this video to help assist you guys along this Nclex journey. I still have my study bundle on sale. What will be included will be listed here. And if you have any questions, just feel free to email me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and let's get into the video. I believe that you should create a routine. When I first started studying for the Nclex, I was overwhelmed with the materials that I had, and I was trying to figure out what materials were useful for me. And because of that, I was so overwhelmed because I had all these books and all these study guides and PDFs, and everyone's saying, well, this worked for them, that worked for them, and I was just trying to figure out what worked for me. So I would suggest for you guys to find your materials and create a routine that works for you. My routine consists of me waking up early in the morning, and by 10 o'clock I was studying. First, I started off with Uworld. I did 10 questions. They were mixed topics. I would write out my rationales. Even though I got the questions right, I would still read the rationales, and if I got it wrong, I did it in the most simplest form. This was helpful for me because it gave me an idea as to what my weaknesses were, and it just gave me a better idea as to which topics I was comfortable with. After that, I used Archer Review. I spoke about Archer Review in my How to Pass the Nclex video, and honestly, I would have not passed the Nclex without this website. Studying for the Nclex was very tedious for me because I needed a very good comprehensive review, and Archer Review has that. So what I ended up doing was studying topic by topic. The Nclex is based on these topics. These are the main topics that you need to focus on, and Archer Review has them broken up into their 10-day review. So during the month that I was studying for the Nclex, I used to watch the 10-hour review, and I would choose a topic in that 10-hour review. I would highlight my notes that came with the 10-hour review, and usually this took me around 2 hours to do because I am not rushing through these videos. I'm sitting down and I'm taking my time as if I'm in a class. So after that, I took a break, and by this time I probably have been studying for about 2 hours or 2 hours and a half. So that is when I usually take my break. I never go 4 hours straight because I believe your brain starts to slow down. So I usually study for either 2 hours or 3 max, and then I took a break. When I took a break, it was usually just to get something to eat. I would eat fruits throughout my break, I would drink some water, or I'll just simply close my eyes because I'm constantly staring at my computer screen. I'm straining my eyes on my paperwork. It's good to make sure that you are taking care of yourself as you're studying, and you're trying to make your brain absorb everything that you just heard, everything that you just learned. So you need to take a break, but it's important that when you take your break, you're doing something productive. And it is extremely important that I say this: do not take long breaks. You do not want to take long breaks. If you're studying for 2 hours, the longest your break should be is 30 minutes. If you're studying for 3 hours, the longest your break should be is 45. You do not want to break out of the study mode because you want to keep this as a routine and you want your body to feel like it's working with you. If you go on Instagram and you start scrolling, you're going to miss the key points. Your brain is not going to reflect on anything. You're going to get distracted. And once you go on your phone and start scrolling, high chances are you're going to end up spending hours distracted, and you don't want that. After my break, I will continue the video until it's finished. Then I would do some questions on Uworld based on the topic that I just finished watching. So I do this so that I am able to see if what I learned from Archer Review, I can apply it to my Uworld questions. And it also makes me feel more confident on the topic that I just reviewed. After that, I will read the study guide based on the topic that I just finished watching. And if I have any questions about the study guide that I just read, I will watch Simple Nursing. So sometimes when I am studying, I was not able to complete one topic a day, which is fine because you need to take your time and understand what you're studying. You don't want to rush. For example, with maternity, I remember that taking me 2 days because it is very simple to me. It was one of the most easiest topics for me to understand because it was limited medications, it was limited nursing considerations, and it was just a very easy topic for me to grasp. But for example, med-surg. Med-surg took me about 6 days just to review because there are different kinds of body systems that you have to go over, and every single body system is a different complication or disease. So you have to understand that certain topics are going to take you a while to study, and that's okay. You just have to go in the pace that works for you, but also create a routine and stick by it. I am done watching my Archer review and I'm done with day 1. Day 2, I would start my day off with Uworld questions, and I will reread the notes that I created from the video that I watched the day before. And then I will continue reading my study guide, and then I'll continue watching videos from Simple Nursing just in case I still have any questions. So it was a whole routine that I had going on, and I stuck by it, and because of that, I believe that that is why I was so successful, because I focused on one topic at a time and I tried to master the topic. Another thing that I did is I took it to another level, but I only did this with certain topics that I was extremely interested in and topics that I wanted to master. So, for example, these are the notes that came with the PowerPoint for maternity, and this is what they look like after I highlighted it. I rewrote over my notes to make it simpler. So instead of reading all those words from the PowerPoint, I made it into simpler terms. So instead of me having now this huge packet that I have to reread, I reworded it into this. And I believe when you rewrite your notes, it becomes more simplified to you because you are breaking it down to terms that you understand. This is very time consuming, but this is what I used to do on day 2 after I finished watching my videos. Another thing about setting a routine is you have to make sure that you are in a good environment to study. You just need to make sure that you are studying in an environment that you can concentrate. Sometimes I had to go to a library to study. Sometimes I had to just close myself in my room and just know that my phone is on Do Not Disturb, and I am sitting down with my laptop and my notes and I'm studying. This is what I told myself, that this is what I'm going to do. So you have to be intentional with your studying. Do not think that you can study with your phone there and you're scrolling meanwhile the person is talking. No, you have to be intentional with what you're doing. So try not to get interrupted while you're studying, because once you get interrupted, you kind of lose your train of thought, and then it's like you're trying to get back into that study rhythm. So definitely find an environment that is peaceful, that is calm, where you're by yourself and where you're able to concentrate on what you're doing with little to no interruptions. And I know that sounds impossible because some of us have children, some of us live with younger kids, which is okay. But do what is best for you and try to do it to your best of your ability. So to recap, my routine was to make sure that I woke up early in the morning. I would start off with 10 Uworld questions. They were randomized. Then I would watch my archer review video based on the topic that I choose. Then I would take a break. I would continue watching my archer review video. I would finish off with my Uworld questions. Then, if I had extra time that day, I would read my study guide based on that topic and watch Simple Nursing with any questions that I had. That was my routine and it worked. It sounds like a lot of work, but this will expose you to all the information that is out there. I would definitely suggest for you to develop a routine that works based on your learning style. If I missed out on any information, I will definitely make this into a Nclex series and I'll just continue answering all your questions. So please, please, please send me all your questions and concerns either down below in the comment box, or you can just email me or DM me on Instagram. I am here and I am ready to help. I still have my study bundle on sale. What will be included will be listed here. And if you have any questions, just feel free to email me. Thank you so much for staying tuned and I appreciate you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.